Vishnupad Ashtatarashata Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Gosai Maharaj Shila Gurudev Ki Jai Nitila Pavishtam Vishnupad Ashtatarashata Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Vaman Gosai Maharaj Ki Jai Nitila Pavishtam Vishnupad Ashtatarashata Shishimar Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Shila Prabhupada Ki Jai Nitila Pavishtam Vishnupad Ashtatarashata Shishimar Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Gosai Prabhupada Ki Jai Nitila Pavishta Mahabhagavat Srila Goraksharas Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai Nitila Pavishta Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Ṭhākura Ki Jai Nitila Pavishta Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai Shri Rupanu Gauriya Guru Varga Ki Jai Srila Baladev Vijibhushan Prabhu Ki Jai Srila Viśvanātha Cakravartī Ṭhākura Ki Jai Shri Nartham Srinivas Shamananda Prabhu Trai Ki Jai Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Pad Ki Jai Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jeev Gopal Bhattadas Raghunath Shar Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai Shri Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Shri Gaur Parshad Vrinda Ki Jai Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Prem Se Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Kshetra Mandal Gaura Mandal Vrajamandal Mathura Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai Sarva Abhishta Pradata Giriraj Maharaj Ki Jai Shri Radha Kund Shama Kund Ki Jai Shri Yamuna Devi Ganga Devi Ki Jai Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi Ki Jai Shri Bhakti Devi Ki Jai Shri Purnamasi Yoga Maya Ki Jai Shri Baladev Prabhu Ki Jai Shri Rohini Nandan Baladev Prabhu Ki Jai Shri Revati Raman Baladev Prabhu Ki Jai Shri Sankarshan Haladar Balabhadra Ki Jai Shri Baladev Purnima Ki Jai Titi Palan Kari Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai Shinitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo Shri Raksha Bandhan Ki Jai Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Shri Śrīmad Bhakti Vedanta Narayaniti Namine Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanang pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalai Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tarbhaktaya Namo Namaha Yang Pravrajantamanopetamapeta Dvaipayano Virahakatara Ajuhava Putreti Tanmayataya Taravo Bhinedu Sangsarva Bhuta Hridaya Munimanatosmi Narayanam Namaskritya Narang Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Shrinvatang Swakata Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana Hridantasto Hyabadrani Vidhunoti Suhrit Satam Nashta Prayeshvavadreshu Nityang Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Tavai Vasmi Na Jivami Tvaya Vina Iti Vigyaya Radhe Tvang Nayamang Charanantikam Bhaktya Vihina Aparad Lakshai Kshiptastakama Ditaranga Madhe Kripa Maitvam Sharanam Prapana vrinde namaste charanaravindam. Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, Raseshwari Mataji. Great. Happy you're with all the devotees there. Jai. Haribo, Indira Mataji, Prajumna Prabhu, Madhavi Didi. Dandavat pranams to all of you. So, yeah, it's pretty neat. Without any planning or anything, it just so happens that we fell on this chapter of Baladev slaying Pralamba Sura. It's just a total coincidence that we're on this chapter on this day of Baladev Purnima. So I think I'm going to read this chapter, and then afterwards I'll start a new video, and then I'll just read different classes by my Gurudev, maybe from Srila Bhaktivedanta Bharati Goswami Maharaj, and like that. So, all right. All right, I'm sharing my screen. Lord Balaram slays the demon Pralamba. Haribo Yashoda Didi Dandavat Pranam. Shri Shuka Uvacha Atha Krishna Parivrito Gyatibhir Muditatmabhi Anugiya Mano Anugiya Mano Nyavishad Vrajam Gokula Manditam. Shukadev Goswami said, surrounded by his blissful companions who constantly chanted his glories, Sri Krishna then entered the village of Vraj, which was decorated with herds of cows. Let's see, just to get some context, what was the last? Okay, so the last thing we read about was Krishna swallowing up the fire. Then the residents of, okay, so everybody camped out at, after Krishna killed Kaliya, right? And they just decided, hey, let's just sleep here tonight, right here next to Yamuna. And so then during the night, while all the people of Vrindavan were asleep, a great fire blazed up within the dry summer forest. The fire surrounded the inhabitants of Vraj on all sides and began to scorch them. Then the residents of Vrindavan woke up, extremely disturbed by the great fire threatening to burn them. Thus they took shelter of Krishna, the Supreme Lord, who, by his spiritual potency, appeared like an ordinary human being. Vrindavan's residents said, Krishna, Krishna, O Lord of all opulence, O Ram, possessor of unlimited power. They prayed to Balarāma also. This most terrible fire is about to devour us, your devotees. O Lord, we are your true friends and devotees. Please protect us from this insurmountable fire. This insurmountable fire of death. We can never give up your lotus feet, which drive away all fear. Seeing his devotees so disturbed. Oh, and it says Swajan. It doesn't say devotees. Swajan means your own people. We're like your relatives. Anyways, because I was thinking that's like a little bit. Anyways. So seeing his people so disturbed, Sri Krishna, the infinite Lord of the universe and possessor of infinite power, then swallowed up the terrible forest fire. And Shukadeva Goswami said, surrounded by his blissful companions who constantly chanted his glories, Sri Krishna then entered the village of Raj, which was decorated with herds of cows. Okay, commentary, Sārārtha-darśinī vritti by Srila Viśvanātha Cakravartī Ṭhākura. This chapter describes the summer season. Krishna is carrying his friend Dam on his shoulders, and Balaram destroying the demon Pralamba after riding on his shoulders. Vraje vikridatorvam gopala chadmamayaya grishmo namartura bhavan nati charirinam. While Krishna and Balaram were thus enjoying life in Vrindavan in the guise of ordinary cowherd boys, the summer season gradually appeared. This season is not very pleasing to embodied souls. I actually like summer. Commentary. Krishna's herding cows was just a pretense for going to the forest and playing with his cowherd boyfriends. By cheating materialistic men with this pretense, Krishna and Balaram actually played with their personal gopis. In Ananda Vrindavan Champu, Kavi Karnapur describes that Balaram had separate gopis from Krishna. This will also be described later in the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. One second, I forgot to check if my mic is plugged in. Yes, it is. Sacha Vrindavana Gunar Vasanta Iva Lakshita Yatraste Bhagavan Shakshad Ramena Sahakeshava. Nevertheless, because the Supreme Personality of Godhead was personally staying in Vrindavan along with Balaram, summer manifested the qualities of spring. Such are the features of the land of Vrindavan. Commentary. This and the next 3 verses describe how Vrindavan manifested the features of spring, even during the summer season. During the summer in Vrindavan, the resounding of the waterfalls covered the crickets. How do you say that word? Cacophony. Anyways. Covered the crickets cricketing. The entire area was beautified by groups of trees, constantly moistened by spray from the waterfalls. Wow, that's a really beautiful description. Yatra nirjara nirhrada nivrita svanajhilikam shashvatach chikararchisha droma mandala manditam. In Vrindavan, the loud sound of waterfalls covered the cricket's noise, and clusters of trees, constantly moistened by spray from those waterfalls, beautified the entire area. 2 descriptions of the trees being moistened by the spray of the waterfalls. Hey, oh no. Anyways. Sāritsara prasarvanormi vayuna kalarakanjotpala renuharina navidyate yatra panokasam tavo nidagdava vanyarka bhavoti shadvale. Sorry. The wind wafting over the waves of the lakes and flowing rivers carried away the pollen of many varieties of lotuses and water lilies, and then cooled the entire Vrindavan area. Thus, the residents there did not suffer from the heat generated by the blazing summer sun and seasonal forest fires. Indeed, Vrindavan was abundant with fresh green grass. Commentary. Vrindavan was cool in the summer because of the breezes wafting over the waves of the rivers. The wind, like a thief, silently and invisibly stole the pollen from the lotuses, and then gave relief from the heat with its fragrant, gentle breezes. Though the scorching summer sun usually drives up everything, it did not do so in Vrindavan, and thus the place was full of tender green grass. Agadatoya hradini. Agadatoya. It's so confusing because it's divided up strange. Agadatoya hradini tatormibhir Dravat Purishya Pulinai Samantata Nayatra Chandangshu Kara Visholbana Bhuvo Rasam Shabdvalitam Chagrihnate. With their flowing waves, the deep rivers drenched their banks, making them damp and muddy. Thus, the rays of the sun, which were as fierce as poison, could not evaporate the earth's sap or parch its green grass. Commentary. No one felt the heat of the summer sun because of the tall, shade giving trees. This verse mentions another reason. The deep flowing rivers made their banks wet and muddy. Thus, the sun could not parch the green grass. Vanam kusumitam Śrīman Nadachitra Mrigadvijam Gayan Mayura Brahmaram Kujat Kokilasarasam. Flowers beautifully decorated the forests of Vrindavan, and many varieties of animals and birds filled it with sound. The peacocks and bees sang, and the cuckoos and cranes cooed. Kridishyamanastat Krishno Bhagavan Balasanyuta Venum Viranayam Gopar Godhanai Samvrito Vishat. Intending to engage in pastimes, Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, accompanied by Lord Balarāma and surrounded by the cowherd boys and the cows, entered the forest of Vrindavan as he played his flute. Pravala barhastabaka sragdhatu krita bhushana Rama Krishna dayo gopa nanritur yuyudhur jagu. Decorating themselves with newly grown leaves, along with peacock feathers, garlands, clusters of flower buds, and colored minerals, Balaram, Krishna, and their cowherd friends danced, wrestled, and sang. Commentary. Here, Balaram is also dressed as a gopa to indicate that even he became absorbed in his identity as an ordinary cowherd boy. Krishnasya nrityata kechich jagu kechir avadayan Venupanitalai shringhai prashashangsur athapare. As Krishna danced, some of the boys accompanied him by singing, and others by playing flutes, hand cymbals, and buffalo horns, while still others praised his dancing. In this verse, the genitive absolute, Krishnasya Nrityata, appears in place of the locative absolute, Krishne Nrityati. When Krishna danced, some boys sang and some played flutes, karatals, and buffalo horns, while others cheered him on. They gave praise. One second, just checking everything's working. Haribo Sudevi Didi. Gopajat. Oh, shoot. I forgot to. No, I did go live on Facebook. Good. Gopajati Pratichana Deva Gopala Rupino Idire Krishna Ramocha Nata Eva Natam Nripa. O king, demigods disguise themselves as members of the cowherd community, and just as dramatic dancers praise another dancer, they worshipped Krishna and Balaram, who were also appearing as cowherd boys. Commentary. If the demigods had appeared in their natural forms, the cowherd boys would have recognized them and worshipped them. Therefore, the demigods came as cowherd boys, like Krishna and Balaram. In this way, Shiva, Narad, and other demigods disguised themselves as cowherd boys to taste the ecstasy of Krishna's pastimes. The phrase Gopala Rupino means that Krishna and Balaram eternally have the forms of cowherd boys. 12. Brahmanar langhanai kshepar aspotana vikarshanai chikrid datur niyudhena kakapaksha dharo kvachit. Krishna and Balaram played with their cowherd boyfriends by whirling about, leaping, hurling, slapping, and fighting. Sometimes Krishna and Balaram would pull the hair on the boys' heads. They're violent. Commentary. The boys played by arm wrestling, Niyodhena, and by making sounds with their palms and their armpits, Aspotana. Pagala bajai ardeya haribol. Like that's like we sing in Bogarti. According to Sridhar Swami, Kaka Paksha Dharo means the locks of hair remaining on the sides of the head after the Chuda Karana ceremony. Others say it means hair tied in 3 braids, huh, or the locks hanging in front of the ears. Chuda Karna is one of the 10 samskars, wherein a child's head is shaved to leave a shika. Verse 13. Kvachin nrityatsu chanyeshu gayako vadako swayam shashang satur maharaja sadhu sadvitisvadino. While the other boys were dancing, O king, Krishna and Balaram would sometimes accompany them with song and instrumental music, and sometimes the 2 lords would praise the boys, saying, "Very good, very good." Kvachit bilvai kvachit kumbhai kvachamala kamushtibhi asprishya netra bandhadyai kvachin mriga kagehaya. Sometimes the cowherd boys would play with bilva or kumbha fruits, and sometimes with handfuls of amalaka fruits. At other times, they would play the games of trying to touch one another or of trying to identify somebody while one is blindfolded. And sometimes they would imitate animals and birds. Commentary. The boys would throw bilva, kumbha, and amalaki fruits into the air and then throw other fruits to try to hit them. Oh, that's cool. Netrabandha, bound eyes, indicates a game in which a blindfolded boy would have to identify a friend simply by feeling the boy's hand over his blindfolded eyes. In all their games, the boys put up wagers for the winner, such as flutes or walking sticks. Sometimes they imitated the various fighting methods of the forest animals, and at other times they would chirp like birds. Venugopal would always we'd like fight like goats, like headbutting each other. Kvachitcha dardura plavar vividhar upahasakai kadachit syantolikayar karhichin nripacheshtaya. They would sometimes bump around like frogs, sometimes play various jokes, sometimes ride in swings, and sometimes imitate monarchs. Commentary. From Shravan Shukla Tritiya. Hey, we're in the month of Shravan right now. From Shravan, or I think Shravan is today is the last day of Shravan, or the first day of next month. From Shravan Shukla Tritiya, the 3rd day of the waxing phase of the month of Shravan, the cowherd boys would play on swings, Syanto Likaya. The word Nripacheshtaya, acting like a king, refers to the following pastime. To cross the Yamuna at certain places in Vrindavan, people would have to pay a tax. Sometimes Krishna and his friends would assemble in this area and prevent the Vraj Gopis from crossing the river, insisting that they first had to pay tax. Such pastimes were surcharged with joking and laughter. 16. Evam to loka siddhabhi kridabhischeratuर्vane Nadyadri dronikunjeshu kananeshu sarasucha. In this way, Krishna and Balaram played all sorts of well-known games as they wandered among the rivers, hills, valleys, bushes, trees, and lakes of Vrindavan. Commentary. Droni means the valleys between mountains. 17. There's a word for that, valley between mountains. That's called, what's the word? Anyways, doesn't matter. Pashungscharayator gopais tadvane Ramakrishnayo goparupi pralambo gad asurastaj jihirshaya. While Ram, Krishna, and their cowherd friends were thus tending the cows in that Vrindavan forest, the demon Pralamba entered their midst. He had assumed the form of a cowherd boy with the intention of kidnapping Krishna and Balaram. Commentary. While Krishna and Balaram were tending the cows, the demon Pralamba approached disguised as a cowherd boy with a desire to kidnap them. He assumes the form of a particular cowherd boy who on that day had remained home with duties to perform. Okay. Tang vidvan apidasharho Bhagavan sarvadarshana anvamodatta tat sakyang vadham tasya vichintayan. Since the Supreme Lord Krishna, who had appeared in the Dasharha dynasty, since he sees everything, he understood who the demon was. Still, the Lord pretended to accept the demon as a friend, while at the same time seriously considering how to kill him. Commentary. Though outwardly Krishna accepted Pralamba as a cowherd boy, inwardly he thought, I will now kill him in this way. Tatra pahuya gopalan Krishna praha viharavit He gopa vaharishyamo Tvandvi bhuya yatayatam. Krishna, who knows all sports and games, then called together the cowherd boys and spoke as follows. Hey, cowherd boys, let's play now. We'll divide ourselves into 2 even teams. Tatra chakru parivriddho goparama janardano Krishna sanghati na kechir asan ramasya chapare. The cowherd boys chose Krishna and Balaram as leaders of the 2 parties. Some of the boys were on Krishna's side, and others joined Balaram. Commentary. Parivriddho means the 2 heroes. Some boys were on Krishna's side, and others joined Balaram. Achirur vividha krida vahyavahaka lakshana Yatra rohanti jetaro vahanti cha parajitaha. The boys played various games involving carriers and passengers. In these games, the winners would climb up on the backs of the losers, who would have to carry them. Commentary. The details of their apparent play are described here. One boy would hide, and upon being found, would become the loser and have to carry the victor on his shoulders. Vahanto vahyamanascha charayantascha godhanam bandirakam namavatam jagmu krishna purogama. Thus carrying and being carried by one another, and at the same time tending the cows, the boys followed Krishna to a banyan tree known as Bhandiraka. Commentary. They came to a place with a banyan tree called Bhandiraka. Although it was convenient to use the branches of this tree to mount the shoulders of the defeated boys, the boys chose not to and climbed up on each other's shoulders near that place. Rama Sankhatino Yarhi Sridhama Vrishabhadaya Kridayam Jayinastangstan Uhu Krishna Dayo Nripa. My dear King Parikshit, when Sridhama, Vrishabha, and the other members of Lord Balaram's party were victorious in these games, Krishna and his followers had to carry them. Uvaha Krishna Bhagavan Sridamanam Parajita Vrishabhang Bhadrasenastu Pralambo Rohini Sutam. Defeated, the Supreme Lord Krishna carried Sridama, Bhadrasen carried Vrishabha, and Pralamba carried Balaram, the son of Rohini. Avishayam Manyamana Krishnam Danavapungava Vahandrutatarang Pragar Avarohanata Param. Considering Lord Krishna invincible, that foremost demon, Pralamba, quickly carried Balaram far beyond the spot where he was supposed to put his passenger down. So he carried him off. Commentary. Thinking that Krishna would be difficult to conquer, Pralamba went on Krishna's side in order to carry Balaram away. Pralamba carried Balaram far beyond the spot where he was supposed to carry him so that he would be out of Krishna's sight. Tam udvahan dharani dharin. No, let me see. What's the meter from this? Tam udvahan dharani dharendra Gauravam. I don't know the meter for this. Mahasuro vigatarayo nijam vapu saastita purata parichadabhabho tadidyuman udupati vad ivam buddha. That's why I sometimes open up a different window so that I could see how the. Anyways, doesn't matter. As the great demon carried Balaram, the Lord became as heavy as massive Mount Sumeru, and Pralamba had to slow down. He then resumed his actual form, an effulgent body that was covered with golden ornaments, and that resembled a cloud flashing with lightning and carrying the moon. Commentary. Only with great difficulty was Pralamba able to carry Balaram, who became heavier than Mount Sumeru upon realizing that he's being kidnapped. Pralamba was forced to slow down. Giving up his disguise as a cowherd boy, Pralamba showed a huge body dressed in gold ornaments that resembled a cloud flashing with lightning and carrying the moon. You want to see a picture of that? Let's check. Let's look up. Pralamba. Whoa, I don't recognize that picture. Let's see a high. Let's make the size large. Get a high resolution one. Yeah, this is the one I'm used to seeing. Let's check these both out. Okay, I'm going to open this up in a new window. Open image, a new tab. There's Pralambasura. There's this gold chain. And there's this one also. Where is it? Oh, cool. Never seen this one before. Ooh, that's a cool picture. Let's check that out in a new tab. And where's another one? This one. Open image, a new tab. Yeah, I've never seen this one before. Is that Pralamba? Yeah, I guess so. And then here. Okay, let's go back to reading. Nirikshyatarvapuralam ambare alam ambare charat pratitadrig. Oh. Nirikshyatarvapuralam ambare charat pradiptadrigbru kutitattogradam shrakam. Jwalachikam kataka kirita kundala Tishadbhutam Haladara Ishad Atrasat. Sorry, I don't know what the meter for that was. When Lord Balaram, who carries the plow weapon, saw the gigantic body of the demon as he moved swiftly in the sky, with his blazing eyes, fiery hair, terrible teeth reaching toward his scowling brows, and an amazing effulgence generated by his armlets, crown, and earrings, the Lord seems to become a little frightened. Oh, so that's why he moved swiftly in the sky. That's why this picture has him in the sky. Atagata smrit Atagata smritir abhayo ripum balo vihaya sartam ivaharantam atmana rushahanachirasi dridhena mushtina suradhipo girim iva vrajraranghasa. Remembering the actual situation, the fearless Balaram understood that the demon was trying to kidnap him and take him away from his companions. The Lord then became furious, struck the demon's head with his hard fist, just as Indra, the king of the demigods, strikes a mountain with his thunderbolt weapon. Commentary. When Balaram showed fear of the demon, Krishna, who wanted to see some fun, injected knowledge of his godly powers into Balaram. Thus, Balaram remembered his lordship. In the Vishnu Puran, Krishna helps Balaram recollect his powers by saying, "O soul of all, secret of all secrets, why are you acting like a human now?" The words Vihayasartam can be read as Vihayasa Artam, meaning that the demon was kidnapping Balaram by flying into the heavens, as if stealing some wealth. Balaram's powerful fist cracked the demon's head, just like Indra's thunderbolt smashes a mountain peak into pieces. Let's see again. Bam. There's his golden armlets. There. Okay. Haribol, Janardhan Prabhu. Oh yeah, what anartha does Pralamba Sura represent? Do you know? I wanted to look that up as well. I forgot. What obstacle? Or should we write anartha? Let's write anartha. What anartha does Pralamba represent? The desire for personal gain or honor. Wait, Pralamba doesn't have an H. Let me just remove that. Yeah, that's all it says here. Lusty inclinations, desire for personal gain and honor. This is from Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Chaitanya Shikshamrita. Oh, and Madhavi Didi, duplicity. Oh, Srivas is there. Sa ahata sapari vishirna mas. Oh God, I don't know why I'm having such a hard time reading these, figuring out the meters for these. Okay, I got it. Sa ahata sapari vishirna mastako mukar. No. Mukarvamang rudhiram apasmrito sura maharavam vyasur apatat samirayan giriryata maghavata ayudha ayudhata. Thus smashed by Balarāma's fist, Pralamba's head immediately cracked open. The demon vomited blood from his mouth and lost all consciousness, and then with a great noise he fell lifeless on the ground, like a mountain devastated by Indra. Drishtva pralambang nihatang balena balashalina gopa suvismita asan sadhu sadviti vadina. Oh God. You know what? I'm gonna switch over to. Anyways, I'm just gonna continue reading. The cowherd boys were most astonished to see how the powerful Balaram had killed the demon Pralamba, and they exclaimed, "Excellent, excellent!" Ashisho bhigrinantastang prashasangsustararhanam pretyagatam ivalingya prema vivalachetasa. They offered Balaram profuse benedictions and then glorified him, who deserves all glorification. Their minds were overwhelmed with ecstatic love. They embraced him as if he had come back from the dead. Papi pralambini hate deva paramanivrita abhyavarshan balang malyai shashangsu sadhu sadviti. The sinful Pralamba having been killed, the demigods felt extremely happy, and they showered flower garland upon Lord Balaram and praised the excellence of his deed. I wonder if there's any commentary by it we can find. Um, purebhakti.com. Let's see. There's Gurudev explains killing Pralamba anywhere. Oh, and I don't have folio on this computer yet. Otherwise, we could look in folio. Pralamba. Oh, let's say the Balaram's Pranam mantra. That Pralamba is in that also. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, guys, sorry I had a trouble reading the Sanskrit today. I don't know why I couldn't figure out the meters. Search for Pralamba. Okay. Oh yeah, Srila Bharati Maharaj, he quotes this verse also. I think he explains it also. Namaste halad Namaste haladrigrama Namaste mushalayuda Namaste revati kanta Namaste bhaktatsala Namaste balinam shreshta Namaste dharani dhara Pralambare namastestu Trahimam Krishna Purvaja. It's from the Brahma Puran. O Haladar who carries a plow, O you who hold a club, O husband of Revati, O you who are affectionate to your devotees, O you who are the strongest of the strong, O you who supports the earth in the form of Anantashesh, O you who destroyed the demon Pralamba, O elder brother of Krishna, I offer my obeisances unto you. Please protect me. And then there's this pair also, right? Oh, are these all? Yeah, these are. Wow, there's a lot of things for Baladev. I actually translated these and I completely forgot about it. I think I translated them. Anyways, yeah, I prepared them at least. Maybe Srivas translated them. But there's meditation on Sri Baladev. See, there's this whole process of doing Archan to Baladev. If you want to see that, how to do Archan to Baladev, I'll share the link here. Oh, that list is not accurate, huh, Srivas? Okay. Oh, interesting. That he represents Buddhism, the thief of the soul. Okay, let's see the link that Janardhan sent. Mahaprabhu.net BBT demons. Unfortunately, I can't click here, but I can just type that. Mahaprabhu.net BBT. Oops, what was that? Demons.html. I think that's what it was. Yeah. Oh no, this is the same thing that we found on the other thing. Okay, let's see what Gurudev says. Here. Sri Baladeva's Guru. Let's find this. Pralamba. Okay. Well, this is Gurudev speaking in 2003. When Sri Baladev killed the donkey-shaped demon named Dhenukasura, he showed that only Guru can remove our ignorance. When he killed the demon Pralambasura, he showed that only the bona fide Guru can remove our hypocrisy and tendency towards political diplomacy. So that's like what Madhavi Didi was saying. During the battle of Kurukshetra, when Bhima was fighting Duryodhan, Bhima cheated according to the codes of a Kshatriya. Right? Should we read this whole class? Sri Baladev Prabhu. Let's read this whole class. Why not? I'm going to put it in reading mode. There. Okay. Sri Baladev is Guru. This is spoken on 12th August 2003. Hey, it's 12th August today. So this is the same Titi and the same by lunar and solar days. That's neat. Lord Shri Krishna appeared as Sri Baladev Prabhu to give instructions on how to serve himself. As one may massage his feet by his own hands, so Baladev is Krishna himself in the form of the Supreme Guru to teach others how to serve his lotus feet. They are one, but there is a slight difference in their forms. Krishna is black and Baladev is white, and Krishna carries a flute, whereas Baladev carries a buffalo horn. Because Baladev teaches service to Krishna, he is called Akhanda Guru Tattva, the complete and undivided principle of Guru. When Sri Baladev killed the donkey-shaped demon named Dhenukasura, he showed that only Guru can remove our ignorance. When he killed the demon Pralambasura, he showed that only the bona fide Guru can remove our hypocrisy and tendency towards political diplomacy. During the battle of Kurukshetra, when Bhima was fighting with Duryodhan, Bhima cheated according to the codes of a Kshatriya by striking Duryodhan on his thigh. Baladev became angry because Duryodhan was his disciple. However, when he understood that Bhima had gotten the indication from Krishna to do what he did, Baladev didn't say anything and simply left to go on pilgrimage. While on pilgrimage, he went to Naimisharanya, where Romaharshan Sutta was speaking the Puranas to 88,000 sages. The sages all stood up to show him respect and honor, but Romaharshan did not. He did not even fold his palms. Lord Baladev is the personification of religion, and he wanted to establish the religious etiquette between guru and disciple. If one tries to teach others at the same time is offensive to the bona fide guru, he is destroyed. Roma Harshan was a prominent disciple of Srila Vyasadeva, whose guru is Śrī Baladeva Prabhu. Śrī Baladeva touched Roma Harshan with a piece of kusha grass, and he immediately died. The sages lamented and asked, "Who will speak the Puranas?" Baladeva replied, "Don't worry, I can bring him back to life." They said, "No, what you have done is proper, but we need a speaker." Baladev then called for Roma Harshan's son, Ugra Shrava, and blessed him to be the speaker. Ugra means tenacious, and Shrava means hearing. Because Ugra Shrava was blessed by Baladeva Prabhu, he had great capacity for hearing Harikatha. In Ram Lila, there was a gorilla named Dvavida who performed profuse service to Ram. He helped build the bridge to Lanka, and he helped. Sorry, I thought somebody's at the door. He helped build a bridge to Lanka, and he helped in the war against Ravan. Although he was devoted to Ram, he was offensive to Lakshman, Ram's younger brother, who is a manifestation of Baladev and is therefore a manifestation of Akhanda Guru Tattva. Dvavida Gorilla was against Lakshman, and during Krishna Lila, he was also against Sri Baladev Prabhu. If one is against Ashray Bhagavan, Krishna in the form of his servant, then Vishay Bhagavan, Krishna as a supreme enjoyer, will not protect or forgive him. The only fruit of that person's offense to Guru is his destruction by the club and plow of Baladev Prabhu. If there is no Guru Bhakti, life is useless. Guru Nishta, steady faith in Guru, the backbone of Bhakti. And without it, life has no use. Suppose a person comes to you, speaks Harikatha, and then says, "Come with me, I will take you to a bona fide Guru." If then you go to that Guru and receive the initiation mantras, can you ever repay that person who brought you? Even if that person is a Kanishta Adhikari, the third class Vaishnav, if he is telling you what is bhakti and you are not grateful, you will lose your bhakti. Very important. Is it possible to repay the debt accrued for receiving transcendental knowledge? Even if your teacher is Kanishta, it is an offense not to repay him. And what to speak if he is an Uttam Mahabhagavat, a bona fide guru who is a manifestation of Krishna, and he is looking after you? If you go against him, Sri Krishna will create a hell worse than anything he has already made, and that hell will be waiting for you. Whoa, okay. If one offends a bona fide guru, millions upon millions of his future lives are lost and wasted. My God, that's heavy. Okay. If one offends a bona fide guru, millions upon millions of his future lives are lost and wasted. If a person rejects a bona fide guru, don't maintain any friendship with him. This is not a laughing matter. If you keep association with karmis, jnanis, and yogis, even those in the dress of Vaishnavas, you will lose your bhakti very quickly. Don't praise them and don't criticize them, or you will lose your bhakti. Don't associate by body or mind. Criticizing them is to associate by the mind. Keep such persons out of your mind. Otherwise, you will very quickly get their qualities. If you throw water on an electric wire, the electrified water will splash back on you, and you will get electrocuted. So don't criticize even one who is offensive to Guru. If you associate with those who are offensive or sinful, their qualities will reflect in your own heart. So be careful. Don't associate with them even in dreams. If anyone is against Guru, don't even see his shadow. Otherwise, your bhakti will not manifest for millions upon millions of lives. Bhakti can only manifest by Guru's mercy. Without this consideration, move on in life. With this consideration, move on in life. This evening, we will again sit together and discuss the tattva of Sri Baladeva Prabhu. Wow, that is very heavy and important. Sri Baladeva Prabhu is Guru. Hari Bol Champak Didi and Nri Hari Prabhu, Hari Bol. Oh, so nice. Happy Balarāma appearance day. Bhavatarani Mataji, she's written in her songbook about the pastime of killing of Pralamba. We have the colored picture by Srimati Akuti. How can we show it to all of you? Well, are you on your computer or are you on your phone? Because if you're on your computer, I could add you onto here. I don't know actually. If you're able to send a link, then we could. Oh, and Shrivas just sent this. Pralambo jiva chorastu shuddha shorina heta kangsena prerito dushta prachano buddharupadrik. Sent by Kamsa, the embodiment of atheism, the wicked Pralambasura, who represents Mayavad or covert Buddhism, is the thief of the pure soul. Oh, wait, it's cut off here. Is the thief of the pure soul, which is represented by Baladev. That's from Krishna Samhita, chapter 4, verse 30. Wow. Amazing. Huh. And then, okay, Nri Hari Prabhu, just give me 1 second. I'll get to. In New Braj, on a morning walk in 2008, one person asked Srila Gurudev where a certain ISKCON Guru was now that he had died. Gurudev stopped and said, "Oh, Sri Krishna and Bhaktivinoda Thakur made a special hellish planet just for him." Wait, everyone was silent. Okay, so Nirihari Prabhu, you are on a phone. Well, let's see. I think I can add people to this. Let's see. I'll send this link. Okay, I'm going to send this link to you on Facebook Messenger. So you just go to Messenger on Facebook and then you can join this live stream. Let's see. Wait, maybe I should stop sharing my screen for a second, just in case somebody doesn't want. 1 second. I'm just sending you a link, Nirihari Prabhu. Okay, Nirihari Prabhu, if you go to Facebook Messenger, you'll see this link I sent to you, and then you can join this thing. And then, Bhavatarani Mataji, would you like to sing the song that you wrote about the killing of Pralambasura? That would be really cool if you could do that. If you could share that with all of us. Okay, so let me just share my screen again. Oh, they're calling me. I can't accept the call here. Just try clicking on the link, though. Actually, maybe I can accept the call on my phone. Yeah, just. Oh, that's the picture that Akuti Mataji did. Here, can everybody see that? See, there's the picture. Oh, nice. Beautiful. Okay, yeah, I got the picture here. Awesome. Should we read something more about Baladeva Prabhu? Let's see what's on purebhakti.com. Oops, let me make this. Okay, so let's see. Here's Baladev's birthday. Okay, we already read this one. Our relationship with Balarāma. Let's see that one. Our relationship with Balarāma. Okay, there's a part. This is a long one, so this is gonna take a while. If anybody has to go, also feel free to go. No pressure to stay here. Oh wait, Nuri Hari Prabhu just messaged me again. Let me just see what he said. Oh, Nuri Hari Prabhu. Okay. Oh, Nirihari Prabhu. Yes. Can you join the click on this link that I sent above? Here, you see here it says studio.restream.com. Just click on that link, and then you can join this live stream, and then maybe Bhavatarani Mataji and you both together can sing the song. We could all sing it. We have the words here now also. Is that possible for you to try clicking on this link? I'll paste it again. Just click on that link there. If you don't mind, that'd be really fun if we could sing this song. Let's see if he does it. And I'll just download this. Then we can get the words to the song. Wait, let me check if they are. Sorry, guys. Just give me a second here. Are you having any trouble with clicking on this link, Nirihari Prabhu? Oh, let's see.
We're like still a little sick. And
okay.
Lost our voice. But we hear it. And we want more. We can stay forever listening.
Okay. So they're feeling a little sick, and Bhavatarani Mataji, she lost her voice. But there's this song to sing. I know this one. Davida the gorilla wanted some revenge. Krishna killed Vamasura, Davida's demon friend. Davida was 10,000 elephants strong. Pradyumna Prabhu knows all these songs also. I'm sure he said he grew up with all these songs. And then, but this one is for Pralamba. This one I don't know though. No, wait, I know the Davida one. I don't know the Pralamba one. Yeah, this song I don't know. Anyways, okay, maybe some other time. So let's read this article by our relationship with Balarāma. This was spoken by Gurudev in 1993 in Vrindavan. Today is a very auspicious day because two sacred tithis have met together, Purnima and the appearance day of Baladev. Today also ends Julan Yatra, which has been going on for 1 month since the beginning of this Shravan month. At the end of Julan Yatra, all the Rajvasis are very sad, and therefore Baladev Prabhu appears on this day and makes them happy. Conclusive statements regarding controversies. Some Vrajavasis hold an opinion that Baladev appeared after Krishna. They say that Krishna appeared on Ashtami, the 8th moon day, and Baladev appeared after Krishna on Chatra, the following 6th moon day. However, Srila Jiva Goswami, Srila Sanatana Goswami, Srila Rupa Goswami, and all our Goswamis don't agree on this point. They explain that if Baladev appears on the following 6th moon day, then Krishna will be older than Baladev Prabhu by several days. Or if Baladev came the year before, then he'll be almost 1 year older than Krishna. Therefore, Jiva Goswami states in his Viśvanātha that according to Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Krishna and Baladev were both named by Gargacharya on the same day. They were crawling at the same time. Their Annaprasana, Mahaprasad taking ceremony of a new child, was performed on the same day, and all their development took place at the same time. When Krishna took birth in Gokul and Baladev first saw him, that was the first time Baladev had opened his eyes. When Mother Yashoda and Rohini Ma placed them both in hanging swing, they were very much pleased to see each other. Some say that Baladev Prabhu and Krishna took birth in Mathura, but this understanding belongs to ordinary persons, not to Rasik and Tattvagya Bhaktas. They have a different opinion. In Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam and Harivangsha, it is stated that Devaki is another name for Yashoda. This is written in so many Puranas, and especially in Harivangsha. I'm going to make the text a bit bigger. Let's see, Georgia, I think is bigger, yeah. There was no birth in Mathura. Krishna appeared there as Vishnu, as Parabrahma, as a youth of 16 years. In Mathura, he appeared in the form of Vasudev. He was four-handed and he was holding his Shankha, Gada, Chakra, and Padma. He had long, wavy hair. He wore, what's that supposed to say? A golden mukut. Swarna. Why does it say Swarna? Anyways, a Swarna Mukut, a golden crown, and he was adorned with golden ornaments. Bhagavan never takes birth, but Krishna is not only Bhagavan, he is Swayam Bhagavan. Srila Viśvanātha Cakravartī Ṭhākura has written a shloka that reveals the opinion of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Aradhya Bhagavan Rajeshatanayas Tadhama Vrindavanam. First of all, Krishna is Vrajendra Nandan, the son of Nanda Maharaj, and he is Aradhya, the supreme worshipable deity. Tadhama Vrindavanam. His abode, Vrindavan, is equally worshipable. Lord Shri Krishna and his abode, Vrindavan, are equally worshipable. This is the idea of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Krishna is not the son of Vasudeva and Devaki. Oh God, sorry, I said Vasudev, didn't I? I meant to say, Krishna is not the son of Vasudeva and Devaki. I did that before though, sorry. I forgot that there's no diacritics here. He is only the son of Yashoda and Nanda Baba. Rajesha Tanayas means Nanda Baba. Our Aradhya Dev is Krishna, and he took birth in Gokul. Just as Krishna took birth in Gokul, so Baladeva Prabhu also takes birth, only in Gokul. He comes from the womb of Devaki in part, but in whole, he comes from the womb of Rohini in Gokul. Rohini Devi was one of Vasudev's many Rohini was one of Vasudev's many wives in Mathura. In Gopal Champu, it is stated that when Vasudeva and Devaki were put in Kamsa's jail, she used to go from time to time to visit and serve them there. On one visit, she became pregnant, and Devaki also conceived a child at that time. The Mool, original and complete Balarāma entered her womb, and his plenary portion was the womb of Devaki. After 2 or 3 months, in order to protect Rohini from the atrocities of Kamsa, Vasudev sent her to Vrindavan to live in the home of Nanda Baba and Yashoda. Yoga Maya had inspired him to do so. After Baladev's plenary expansion had been in Devaki's womb for 6 months, Yoga Maya took him in her womb. After Baladev's plenary was in her womb for 6 months, Yoga Maya took him from her womb to Gokul, where she put him in Rohini's womb, and both the plenary portion and the original Balarāma merged there. It appeared, and everyone thought that Devaki had a miscarriage, but actually, that plenary portion had been transferred to Rohini's womb. As a magnet attracts iron, so the original Baladeva attracted his own expansion. 8 months later, Rohini begot her son. And therefore, all in all, Sri Baladeva had been in her womb for 14 months. Wow, it's a really long time. When Krishna appeared as Vasudeva, his 4-handed plenary expansion in Mathura, Vasudeva and Devaki prayed to him, "Please appear as a very little boy, and then we can try to save you from Kamsa." At that time, Krishna, who had just taken birth from the womb of Yashoda, at once came to Mathura and took a Chaturbhuja, he took 4-handed Krishna in him, and both mixed. Sorry guys, I'm having a hard time reading. Vasudeva took this baby Krishna to Gokul, left him there, and took Yogamaya, Krishna's sister, who had also just taken birth from Yashoda's womb, along with him. Oh God, sorry guys, I don't know what's wrong with my reading right now. Let me just slow down. Similarly, we should know that Rohini's son Baladeva Prabhu's plenary expansion was present in the womb of Devaki, and by the arrangement of Yogamaya was carried to Gokul. Both mixed together there as Rohini Nandan. Balarāma always thought, and he was in the mood that his father was Nanda Baba, not Vasudeva Maharaj. He never thought, "I am the son of Devaki and Vasudeva." Mul Sankarshan is Baladev in Dwarka or Mathura. Baladev in Gokul or Vraj is not Mul Sankarshan. He is something different. In Tattva, they are both one, but by Ras Vichar, consideration on the basis of Ras, they are not one. When Krishna appeared in Mathura, he was not the original Krishna, but Vasudev Nandan. Similarly, when Baladev appeared in Mathura, he was not Rohini Nandan, but rather Mul Sankarshan. In both Dwarka and Mathura, he is Mul Sankarshan, a partial manifestation of Baladev Prabhu. From him, Mahasankarshan in Vaikuntha is expanded, and from him Karanadakshay Vishnu comes, and from Karanadakshay Vishnu Garbhadakshay comes, and from Garbhadakshay comes Kshiradakshay Vishnu. The last part of Mahasankarshan is Kshiradakshay Vishnu as Ananta Shesh. All these expansions have the mood to serve Krishna, and they are serving him. There's a lot of mistakes in this. It doesn't look like anybody edited it, really. Baladev and Krishna are the same. There's no difference between Krishna and Baladev. Krishna is Swayam Rup, and Baladev Prabhu is also like that. But still, he is Krishna's prakash, or manifestation. There's only some difference in color and paraphernalia. Baladev never carries his hal and mushal, his plow and club, in Vraj. And Krishna also never carries any weapon there. He only carries his vangsi, and Baladev Prabhu carries only his shringar, his buffalo horn. Sometimes Baladev Prabhu also carries a vangsi, but the vangsi is not prominent. Krishna also carries a shringar, but the vangsi is prominent for him. By that vangsi, he performs Ras Leela and all similar pastimes. Baladev Prabhu does not keep a plow or club because there is no use for them in Vraj, where all his leelas are madhur, are sweet. He is not married in Vraj, and Krishna is also not married there, not openly at least. They only engage in their sweet leelas there. In Dwarka, however, it is Vasudev Nandan and Devaki Nandan who appear. Vrindavana parityajam na padam ekam gacchati. It is not only the part of Krishna, but also the part of Baladev Prabhu who go there. Baladev Prabhu also never leaves Vrindavan. He always lives in Vrindavan. Someone may say that Baladev was in the womb of Rohini in Mathura, and at that time, therefore, he was out of Vrindavan. But this is not true. Rohini is a Vishuddha Vrajavasi. She is always in the consciousness that I am a Vrajavasi. Even when Nanda Baba and the cowherd boys went to Mathura with Krishna, they were still in Vrindavan because their consciousness was such. Yogamaya Purnamasi apparently lived in Ujjain before moving to Vrindavan, but actually, she is an eternal Vishuddha Vrajavasi. Rohini apparently came from Mathura, but she is also an eternal Vishuddha Vrajavasi. Therefore, when Rohini Nandan Baladev appeared in her womb, he was in Vrindavan. Baladev is Sat. Krishna is a mixture of Sat, Chit, and Ananda. The meaning of Sat is Sattva, the existence potency. Chit here means bhav, transcendental loving emotions manifested in the 5 rasas. Chit is all the different relationships, sambandha. In the ordinary sense, it is taken as jnana, knowledge. But there is no jnana in that sense in Vrindavan. In Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, it is stated, Jnane prayasamudupasya namantameva jivanti sammukaritam bhavadhiya vartam sthane stita shrutigatam tanuvang manobhir ye prayasa jita jito pyasitai strilokyam. My dear Lord, those devotees who have thrown away the impersonal conception of the absolute truth and have therefore abandoned discussing empiric philosophical truths should hear from self-realized devotees about your holy name, form, pastimes, and qualities. If you want to serve Krishna and Srimati Radhika and Vraj Bhav, you will have to leave Gyan. You will have to try to hear only the pastimes of Krishna, to remember them, and to chant the names of Krishna and Radhika. Otherwise, if you are not ekantik, one-pointed, you cannot approach Vraj. When Tattva Gyan becomes Bhav, that Bhav can reach to Vrindavan, and we can serve in Vraj with that Bhav. In the ordinary sense, Gyan is only in relation to Brahman. Those who are Gyanis think themselves Brahman. When Gyan is Gyan, realization of Bhagavan, one can go to Vaikuntha, but he cannot reach Vrindavan. Here, Gyan means the Bhav experienced in the 5 rasas, Shanta, Dasya, Sakya, Vatsalya, and Madhurya. This is called Samvit, the knowledge potency, the potency by which Krishna knows himself and by which others know him. The essence or summed substance of Hladini is called Prem, and Prem personified is Srimati Radhika. Baladev Prabhu is the Adhishtatri Devata, dominating deity of Sat, Sattva, or Sandhini. Krishna is the Adishtatri Devata of Chit, that is, both Gyan and Bhav together. And Srimati Radhika is the Adishtatri Devi of Hladini. Sat Chit Ananda. Sat is the existence potency. The Jiva is also ever living or ever existing, but Baladev is the master of all. He is the personification of Sat. He is the original existence potency. We see Krishna, we see his Vamshi, we see all the Vrajvasis, we see this world, and we see the Jivas. All are expansions of Baladev Prabhu. Krishna with Baladev and the Radharani is Vrajendra Nandan Sham Sundar. Without Baladev, there'd be no existence of the pastimes of Radha Krishna and the gopis, and no existence of the land of Vrindavan, because he is the existence potency. All the associates of Shanta, Dasya, Sakya, Vatsalya, and Vatsalya rasas are manifestations of Baladev. Regarding Madhurya ras, those gopis who are Kaya Vyuha Rup, the bodily expansions of Srimati Radhika, are her manifestations. Baladev serves in all rasas, but not in Shringar or Madhurya ras. To serve in that ras, he takes the form of Ananga Manjari. Our root cause is Baladev. The root of all jivas, the cause of all jivas, is Baladev Prabhu. In Braj, the jivas have manifested from the original Baladev. They have never come to this world. They have always served Radha and Krishna in Madhurya ras or Sakya ras. From Baladev comes Mul Sankarshan in Dwarka. Asanka, innumerable jivas come from Baladev in his form as Mul Sankarshan, and they serve Dwarkadish and Mathuresh Krishna in so many ways. From Mul Sankarshan comes Mahasankarshan and Vaikuntha. He manifests the Mukta Jivas there, the liberated jivas there, and they eternally serve Ram, Nirsingha, Kalki, Vaman, Narayan, and all other Swangsha incarnations. From Mahasankarshan comes Karnakshay Vishnu in the Tatastha region, and he manifests the Tatastha Jivas. Among them, some become free from Maya, and some become Baddha Jivas, conditioned souls. In this way, we see that all kinds of Jivas have come from Baladev. It is told like this in the scriptures, but actually, there's no birth of the Jivas. They are all eternal, like Baladev Prabhu himself. This is only said to convince the sadharan, the ordinary jivas, or conditioned souls. There are so many things that Shastra has told us, whereas in reality, Loka Vrindavan Dham, these things will be in another way. So this is part 2. All scriptures such as Chaitanya Charitamrita and Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam are nothing but the glorification of Sri Baladeva Prabhu. Sri Baladeva Prabhu is a Khanda Guru Tattva. That is, he personifies the principle of teaching all souls how to serve Krishna. All scriptures are only the glorification of service to Krishna, and therefore all scriptures glorify Baladev. Both forms of Bhagavatam, that is, the Grantha Bhagavat, the book Bhagavat, and the Bhakta, the person Bhagavat, are manifestations of Baladev Prabhu. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, for example, is said to be the body of Krishna. The first 2 cantos are his 2 lotus feet, etc. What is it? Anyways, the existence of Krishna's form is a manifestation of and rests upon his existence potency, the Sandhini Shakti, or Baladev. Regarding the Bhakta Bhagavat, he is the bona fide guru, and all gurus manifest from Baladev. Without Baladev's mercy, one cannot attain the mercy of Krishna. Baladev exhibits all moods and rasas for serving Krishna, and in his inner mood, he also has Madhurya ras. To manifest that mood, he becomes Ananga Manjari. Baladev manifests Shastra. In the forest of Naimisharanya, during the recitation of the Puranas and Mahabharata, the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam had not yet manifest, the speaker Romaharshan Sutta did not stand up when Baladev arrived. Balarāma is the guru of all gurus. He is also the guru of Vyasadeva, who is the guru of Romaharshan Sutta. By offending Balarāma, Romaharshan Sutta exhibited that he is not actually part of a Khanda Guru Tattva, and he was killed. The son of Romaharshan Sutta was Ugrashrava Sutta. or Sugoswami. By Balarāma Prabhu's placing his hand on Sutta Goswami's head, all the scriptures manifested in his heart. This is the actual process. Unless the bona fide Guru gives his causeless mercy, real tattva could not manifest in the heart of the disciple. Sutta Goswami was initiated by Sri Shukadev Goswami and heard Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam from him. Sutta uvacha yang pravarjantam anupetam apeta krityam tvaipayano viraha katara ajuhavo putreti tanmayataya taravo bhinedus tang sarva bhutta hridayam unimanatosmi. Srila Sutta Goswami said, "Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto that great sage Shukadev Goswami, who can enter the hearts of all. When he went away to take up the renounced order of life, sannyas, leaving home without undergoing reformation by the sacred thread of the ceremonies observed by the higher castes, his father Vyasadeva, fearing separation from him, cried out, 'O my son!' Indeed, only the trees, which were absorbed in the same feelings of separation, echoed in response to the bereaved father. All of Vraj is a manifestation of Balarāma. Balarāma has also manifested as Giri Govardhan, but there are many subtle intricacies here. According to Ras Tattva, Govardhan is a manifestation of Srimati Radhika, but in general, everything comes from Balarāma. Baladev gives knowledge. One second, I just got a message. Okay. Baladev gives knowledge. Balarāma killed the donkey demon, Dhenukasura. Dhenukasura represents ignorance, and ignorance is destroyed by Guru. Balarāma is the source of all bona fide Gurus, and he is Akhanda Guru Tattva, the complete and undivided principle of Guru. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. I was born in the darkness of ignorance, but my spiritual master has opened my darkened eyes by the torchlight of knowledge. What kind of Gyan does Guru give? Radha Tattva, Krishna Tattva, Upasak and Upasana Tattva, knowledge of Bhakta and Bhavan, of the worshipper and the worshipped. Maya Tattva, Prem Tattva, all the way up to Madanakya Mahabhav, and all other tattvas manifest in the heart of the disciple. Wait, what? Madanakya Mahabhav? Anyways. Or maybe just the idea of it. Anyways, whatever. Balarāma carries a plow and a club. With his plow, he cultivates the field of devotion by removing anarthas. In this way, he prepares the ground to sow the seed of Prem Bhakti. Then, with his club, he protects the growing plant by removing anarthas that have come after the sowing the seed. Balarāma gives chit bal, spiritual strength, to the unmukha jiva, to the liberated associates of Krishna. And for the vimukha jiva, the conditioned soul, he comes as Guru Tattva. Bhakti, beginning from Shraddha and going up to the highest limit of Ruddha and Adiruddha Madanakya Mahabhav, rests on the platform of Sandhini, which is personified by Balarāma. Yes, the platform. Yes, that makes sense then. It's not saying that Sandhini are those things, but it's resting on the platform of Sandhini. Apparent dualities, apparent differences between Baladev and Krishna. Okay. The Naravat Leela, the human-like pastimes of Krishna and Balarāma, cannot take place without apparent differences of opinion between them. There is a fight between Duryodhana and Bhima at the end of the Kurukshetra battle. Baladev was inclined towards Duryodhana, and Krishna towards Bhima. Balarāma considered Duryodhana his disciple, and therefore he had affection for him. Krishna gave a hint to Bhima to strike the thigh of Duryodhana. Baladev considered that Krishna instigated Bhima to violate the rules of Kshatriya conduct. He became angry and wanted to kill Bhima, but Krishna stopped him. Another apparent difference occurred in relation to Arjuna. Arjuna disguised himself as a sannyasi and wanted to marry Subhadra, Krishna's sister. All of the Dwarkavasis heard the news of the advanced sannyasi. Krishna offered him obeisances, and all others followed his example. Later on, during the kidnapping of Subhadra, Subhadra got on a chariot, and Arjuna caught her hand, and she pulled him onto the chariot. She then drove as Arjuna fought with the opposing soldiers. Baladev took his club and plow and was ready to kill Arjuna. Krishna asked him, "Where are you going?" Balaram answered, "To kill Arjuna. He has abducted Subhadra." Krishna replied, "I did the same thing. I kidnapped Rukmini. Aniruddha kidnapped Uta, and Samba kidnapped Lakshmana. There's nothing wrong in that. Besides, why did you say that Arjuna kidnapped Subhadra? Subhadra herself pulled Arjuna up onto the chariot, and she herself drove that chariot. Moreover, if you kill Arjuna, Subhadra will become a widow." Baladev finally said, "Why didn't you tell me that before?" Why did Balaram not know earlier that the sannyasi was Arjuna? The cause was Yogamaya. Yogamaya is only a manifestation of Radhika, and yet she makes Radhika forget. Pralamba Sura. Pralamba Sura took Balaram on his shoulders, and Balaram killed him by giving him a blow. The significance of this pastime is that Guru Tattva removes the duplicity, the kapatata of the disciple. Sometimes the Guru may even publicly point out the disciple's defect, and if the disciple is insincere, he may become angry and ignorantly leave his sadhguru. Dvivida Gorilla. During the time of Ramachandra, Dvivida liked Ram, but not Lakshman. He knew that Balaram was previously that same Lakshman, and therefore he tried to kill him at Raivat Parvat. Even Ravan and Meghanath could not kill Dvivida and Ram Lila, but Balaram easily did so. Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Okay, I wanted to sing a song that I got from Rukmini. Let's just find that song. It's in. Also, just the other. I don't have the previous. How come I don't have the previous message? Arg. Okay, I guess I can send it to myself from my phone. So just give me a second. Then we can sing this song. It's from. Oh, no worries, Manjari Didi. Okay, I'm just gonna sing this song from Rukmini Didi, but I just have to send it to my WhatsApp. Just give me a second, guys. Where is it? Also, Rup Manjari Didi made a small group for those who are fans of Daoji. Anyone? Oh, I don't know if it's supposed to be public, actually. 1 second. Let me just find the link. Here, I found it. Link copied. 1 second, I'm just sending this to myself. Madhukar's notes. Arg. Got it. Okay. Paste. There. Now, here it is. Okay, let's sing this. I don't have a mridanga here, unfortunately. Anyhow, I'll just have to sing it. So this is from the Sri Garga Samhita. Is this the same thing that Shivas translated? Let me just check the Gaudiya Kirtan page. Where is Gaudiya Kirtan? Here. Because I just posted something from Shivas. Yeah, this is also from Garga Samhita. This is Shivas's translation. Oh, maybe let's sing it from this then. Okay. 1 second. Okay. So this is from Sri Garga Samhita, Balabhadrakanda, chapter 11. Devadi Deva Bhagavan Kamapala Namostute Namonantaya Sheshaya Shakshadramaya Te Namah Dharaya Purnaya Swadhamne Sirapanaye Sahasra Shirase Nityam Namasankarshanayate Revati Ramana Tamvai Baladeva Chuttagraja Halayura Pralambagna Pahi Mam Purushottama. Wait 1 second. I just want to make the words bigger. There, that's better, right? Never mind. Sorry, guys. Okay. Where were we? Okay. Balaya Balabhadraya Talankaya Namo Nama Nilambaraya Goraya Rohine Ayate Nama Dhenukarir Mushtikari Kutarir Balabalanta sorry Kutarir Balbalantaka sorry Rukmyari Kupakarnari Kumbandhari Swame Vahi Kalindi Bhedano Sitvam Hastinapura Karshaka Dvividarira Yadavendro Vraja Mandala Mandana Kamsa Bhatri Prahantasi Tirtha Yatrakara Prabhu Duryodhana Guru Shakshat Pahi Pahi Prabhu Tvata Jaya Jaya Chutta Deva. Wait, what's the meter? Jaya Jaya Chutta Deva Para Swayam Ananta Diganta Katashita Jaya Jaya Chutta Deva. Sorry, I don't know the meter for this. I wish Srivasa's here. He's probably watching even. Anyways, Jaya Jaya Chutta Deva Parat Para Swayam Ananta Diganta Shuta Sura Munindra Panindrivarayate Mushaline Baline Haline Namaha Yat Patet Satatang Stavanam Nara Satu Hare Paramang Padama Vrajet Jagati Sarva Balam Tarimardanam Bhavati Tasya Dhanam Swajano Ghanam. This is translated by Shiva last couple years ago, I think, right? Or is it last year? He says, O God of gods, I bow to you, O Bhagavan Kamapala, O Balarāma. I venerate you, for you are infinity. You are the substratum of existence, and time itself as Shesh Ananta, the infinite end. You uphold the universe. You are whole and complete, replete with your supreme power. You hold a plow in your hand. O thousand-headed Sankarshan, I bow to you for eternity. O Baladev, you are the husband of Revati and the older brother of Achyuta. You wield the plow as a weapon. You are the killer of Pralamba. Protect me, O Supreme Person. I bow to you, O Bala, O Balabhadra. Your flag sports the image of a palm tree. You dress in blue garments. Your complexion is golden, and you are the son of Rohini. You are the enemy of Dhenuka. Mushtika, and Kuta, and the ender of Balbala. You are also the destroyer of Rukmi, Kupakarna, and Kumbhanda. You diverted the Yamuna river and brought her toward Hastinapur. You killed Dvavida the gorilla. You are the best of the Yadavs and the splendor of Raj. You killed Kangsa's brothers. You traveled far and wide on pilgrimage. You are master and guru to Duryodhan. O Prabhu, protect me. Please protect me. He's a guru of Duryodhan. So if Baladeva Prabhu is even the guru of somebody as wicked as Duryodhan, directly his guru, then certainly Baladeva Prabhu can protect me, and he can, Pahi Pahi Prabhu Tata. That's how merciful he is. O Achyuta, all glory to you. All glory to you, O Supreme Lord, Ananta himself. Your glories are spread to the ends of all directions. You are the worshipable Lord of the demigods, sages, and great snakes. You are the powerful wielder of the plow and mace. I bow unto you. That man who diligently studies this hymn will attain the supreme position of service to Sri Hari. And while in this world, a person will have all the strength necessary to vanquish his enemies and accrue wealth and relatives. Wealth and relatives. I have enough relatives, but I would like to vanquish my enemies. Just joking. Let's see. There's also this other song from that Rukmini shared. That's from. But the thing is, I don't know how to sing it. But there's this song from Bhakti Ratnakar, Jaya Rohini Nandana Balavir. So anyways, I'm going to figure out how to sing it, and then maybe I'll make a recording of it. All right, everybody, it's starting to get late now. Wow, it's been a long time. This has been a long... Thank you so much for sticking around. Oh. I think there's some verses though in the stotra that you shared here that are not. Where is it? Oops. Here. Song 1. Yeah, it seems like there are more verses here also that aren't in what Srivas translated. Anyhow, well, we can look through this later on. Wait, these all seem different, don't they? Wait, what Srivas did is from where? Is it from chapter 13? Oh, what Srivas did is from the Balabhadra Kanda, which is chapter 11. And what Rukmini sent here is from chapter 13. So let's sing this also. This is selected verses from Baladev Sahasranam. Okay. Om Balabhadra Rama Bhadro Rama Sankarshano Chuta Revati Ramano Deva Kamapalo Halayuda Nilambara Sheta Varno Baladeva Chuta Graja Pralabhagno Mahaviro Rohineya Pratapavan Koti Kandar Palavanyo Naga Kanya Samarchita Nupuri Koti Sutricha Kataki Kanakangadi Mukuti Kundali Dandi Shikhandi Kandandali Kali Kali Priya Kalo Nivata Kavacheshwara Taraksha Kirana Sascha Bimboshta Susmita Chabi Karindra Karindra Karator Danda Prachando Megha Mandala Akapata Vakshapi Nangsa Parapadmaspura Dyuti Mahavibhutir Bhutesho Bandha Mokshi Samikshana Nanamani Samakirno Nana Vibhushana Nana Pushpadhara Pushpi Pushpadhanva Prapujita Nana Chandana Gandhadho Nana Pushparasarchita Nana Varna Mayo Varno Nana Vastadhara Sada Nana Padmakara Koshi Nana Kosheya Veshadrik Ratna Kambaladhari Cha Dhota Vastra Samavrita Krita Sotsanga Goloka Kundali Bhutaya Stita Mathuro Mathura Dashi Chalat Kanjana Lochana Mathura Mathura Dashi Chalat Kanjana Lochana. Jai Baladeva Prabhu ki Jai. Right. Okay, that's a translation from. Oh, it's from Baladeva Sahasranam. Okay, yes. All right. Jai Shishi Guru Garanga Gandharvika Giridhari Shishira. Thank you for sharing the song, Rukmini Didi. Okay. Jai Shishi Guru Garanga Gandharvika Giridhari Shishi Radha Vinod Bihari Ju ki Jai. Shri Govinda Gopinath Maran Mohan Ju ki Jai. Nitila Pravishtam Vishnupara Shatara Shatashmar Bhaktivedanta Narayan Gosai Maharaj Shila Gurudev ki Jai. Nitila Pravishtam Vishnupara Shatara Shatashmar Shila Bhaktivedanta Vaman Gosai Maharaj ki Jai. Nitila Pravishtam Vishnupara Shatara Shatashmar Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Shila Prabhupada ki Jai. Nitila Pravishtam Vishnupara Shatara Shatashmar Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Gosai Maharaj ki Jai. Nitila Pravishtam Vishnupara Shatara Shatashmar Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Gosai Prabhupada ki Jai. Sapashad Shila Prabhupada ki Jai. Shila Goksharas Babaji Maharaj ki Jai. Shila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Ṭhākura ki Jai. Shila Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Shila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj ki Jai. Shri Rupanu Gauriya Guru Varga ki Jai. Sapashad Shri Gaur Nityananda Prabhu ki Jai. Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Shri Rup Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jeev Gopal Bhatta Das Raghunath Shar Gosai Prabhu ki Jai. Shri Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Shri Gaur Parshad Vrinda ki Jai. Namachai Shri Haridas Ṭhākura ki Jai. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासरी गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री क्षेत्र मंडल गौर मंडल व्रज मंडल मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की जय। सर्व अभिष्ट विदात गिरिराज महाराज की जय। श्री राधा कुंद श्याम कुंद की जय। श्री यमुना देवी गंगा देवी की जय। श्री तुलसी महारानी वृंद देवी की जय। श्री भक्ति देवी की जय। श्री पूर्णमासी योगमाया की जय। श्री गोपेश्वर महादेव की जय। श्री हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय। श्री बलदेव प्रभु की जय। श्री बलदेव पूर्णिमा की जय। श्री रोहिणी नंदन रेवती रमन श्री हलधर संकर्षण श्री बलदेव प्रभु की जय। तदेश आविर्भाव तिथि की जय। श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। समागत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। श्री दाऊ भाई की जय। वृंदाय तुलसी देवाय प्रियाय केशवाय कृष्ण भक्ति प्रददेवी सत्यवताय नमो नमः। वंशा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। Dandavat pranams, everybody. Thanks for bearing with me today. I don't know why I had such a hard time reading. Some days I can read smoothly, and some days it's just really difficult for me. It's choppy. But anyways, you all stuck around, and yeah, encouraged me. So thank you very much, and see you all tomorrow. Haribo. Jai, jai, jai. But one thing I really wish I would have looked at this song from the Bhakti Ratnakar earlier that you sent, Rukmini Didi. I've been so flat out for a while. But anyways, I want to look into it today and figure out. Because you can sing it in the Jaya Jaya Deva Hare melody, but it seems like there was something just a little bit, it was almost perfect, but just a little bit, like some lines had too many syllables or something, or too few syllables. I don't know. I want to look at it closer. And yeah. All right. Dandavat pranams, everybody. See you all tomorrow. And maybe I'll go on to read another time today. Maybe we can read from Srila Bhaktivedanta Bharati Goswami Maharaj. Or if there's anything from Bhakti Vallabha Tirtha Goswami Maharaj, maybe we can read later this evening. I don't know. I'll look into it. Oh, there's not there's not the pause at the right time. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, let's see. Like this. All right. Haribo. I'm ending the video now. Jai Baladeva Prabhu. Dandavat pranams Nuri Hari Prabhu and Pavatarini Mataji.